지금부터 윤병세 한국 외교부 장관과 존 케리 미국 국무장관이 공동 기자회견을 시작하겠습니다. 두 분 장관이 모두 발언을 한 후 기자 여러분들의 질문을 받겠습니다. 먼저 윤병세 외교부 장관이 모두 발언이 있겠습니다.
여러분 반갑습니다. 본인은 오늘 케리 장관과 매우 유익한 대담을 가졌습니다. 대담 결과를 설명드리기 전에 국무장관 자격으로뿐 아니라 개인적으로도 한국을 처음 방문하신 케리 장관을 따뜻하게 환영한다는 말씀을 드립니다. 또한 우리로서는 금번 방문이 국무장관 취임 이후 첫 아시아 순방이며 우리나라가 첫 번째 방문국이라는 점을 뜻 깊게 생각한다는 점도 말씀드립니다. 아시다시피 본인은 지난주 워싱턴을 방문하여 케리 장관과 첫 번째 한미 외교장관 회담을 가졌습니다. 그 이후 열흘 만에 다시 케리 장관과 서울에서 두 번째 회담을 가졌습니다. 이것은 매우 이례적인 것으로서 박근혜 정부와 오바마 이케인 정부가 출범 초기부터 한미 정부를 얼마나 중시하고 있는지, 그리고 양국 간 관계가 얼마나 강력하고 긴밀한지를 증명하는 것이라고 생각합니다. 오늘 회담에서 우리 두 사람 북한, 북핵 문제, 대통령님의 5월 방미, 그리고 동북아 지역 및 글로벌 문제 등 지난 회담 시 합의된 내용을 바탕으로 보다 심도 있게 수다스럽게 논의를 가졌습니다. 케리 장관과 본인은 북한이 핵과 미사일 위협을 강화하는 가운데 평양에 있는 외교사들과 대한민국에 있는 외국인을 위협하는 행동을 국제사회 전체에 대한 도발 중이라는 데 인식을 같이 했습니다. 아울러 우리는 이러한 북한의 위협과 도발에 대해 국제사회가 서운하게 대응하고 있으며 한국의 상황을 아무런 동요 없이 안정적으로 관리되고 있다는 평가를 공유하였고, 이것은 북한이 도발과 위협으로는 아무것도 얻을 수 없다는 점을 분명히 보여주고 있다는 데 의견을 밝혔습니다. 한편 케리 장관과 본인은 이제 몇 주 앞으로 다가온 박근혜 대통령의 미국 방문과 박 대통령과 그리고 이러한 북한 행동은 고립을 더 증가시킬 뿐 아니라 국제사회의 신뢰를 무너뜨려 북한이 추구하는 경제발전도 불가능하게 만들 것이라는데 의견을 같이 하였습니다. 우리는 한미연합 억지력과 국제사회와의 공조가 그 어느 때보다 강력하다는 점을 재고해야 했습니다. 우리는 북한이 무모한 행동과 위협을 포기하고 한반도에서 대화를 통해 신뢰를 구축하는 한국 정부의 노력에 북한이 적극 응해올 것을 기대합니다. 이제 선택은 북한의 몫입니다. 한편 케리 장관과 본인은 이제 몇 주 앞으로 다가온 박근혜 대통령님의 미국 방문과 박 대통령과 오바마 대통령 간의 첫 번째 정상회담을 한미 동맹 관계를 한 단계 더 끌어올리기 위한 중요한 도약으로 만들기 위해 모든 노력을 다하였습니다. 또 한순간 케리 장관과 본인은 한미 원자력 협력 확정과 관련하여 유익하고 건설적인 의견을 나누었습니다. 양측은 가까운 시일 내에 수석 대표 간 협의를 갖고 지금까지의 협상 결과를 종합 평가 점검하고 향후 진전을 위한 내부적 기술적 사안에 대해 협의를 가질 예정이며 그 결과에 따라 향후 예정 협상 방향을 정하게 될 것입니다. 마지막으로 우리는 한미 동맹 관계가 한반도와 지역을 넘어 세계 평화와 번영에 기여하는 글로벌 파트너십으로 강화되어 나가고 있음을 재확인하였으며, 이러한 차원에서 사이버 안보협력, 개발협력, 우주과학기 기술협력, 전기 기자포터, 기후변화, 시리아 등 국경문제 등에 대해서도 폭넓게 논의할 기회를 가졌습니다. 본인은 오늘 케리 장관과의 회담 결과에 만족을 표하며 다시 한번 케리 장관이 한국을 재차 환영하는 바입니다. 다음 달 대통령 방미 시 워싱턴에서 또 대표를 기자합니다.
네, 다음은 존 케리 국무장관이 모두 발언이 있겠습니다.
Well, thank you very, very much, my friend, Mr. Yoon. I really appreciate the wonderful welcome here today. And indeed, we have been talking with each other a great deal since your visit to Washington. And I think it's fair to say to people here who know that we because the meeting with President Park went some period of time longer, we did not have as long to have our own conversation. But, an important but, we have talked since by phone, and we have been working with our staff in leading up to and preparing for this meeting. So it's fair to say we've had an extraordinary amount of exchange of thinking, and we are very much aligned and very supportive of each other's positions. But I thank you for welcoming me the way you did here today. Despite many trips to Asia over the last 30 years, actually over the last 45 years, this is, ironically, my first visit to Seoul, and I'm very, very pleased to finally be able to get here and honored to be able to be here as Secretary of State. We are working together on a number of critical challenges. And I want to thank the Republic of Korea for its leadership, its willingness to step up in a very significant way globally, and not just on the immediate question of what is happening with respect to North Korea, but on a host of other issues regarding stability in the region, in Asia, and indeed even on issues reaching far beyond here. For instance, the assistance that the Republic of Korea is providing with respect to the humanitarian crisis in Syria, and cooperation on global climate change and other issues. The United States and the Republic of Korea are working closely on all of these critical challenges because it is safe to say that over the last 60 years we have built one of the strongest partnerships on the planet. Our security relationship is now 60 years old. It dates back to the time of the armistice and the bilateral security agreement by which we have lived all of these 60 years. And I think if you look around the world, there are very few stories as significant as the story of the development and emergence of the Republic of Korea as an economic and democratic and humanitarian force on a global basis. And President Obama and I joined together in saluting a successive number of governments and people of the Republic of Korea who have made this happen. In the visit that we had in Washington last week, and now today, we have covered a great deal of territory. And I want to reiterate, perhaps the most important thing with respect to the immediate tensions that exist here in this region. Neither the United States, nor the Republic of Korea, nor the international community, we are all united in the fact that North Korea will not be accepted as a nuclear power. The rhetoric that we're hearing from North Korea is simply unacceptable by any standard. And I am here to make it clear today on behalf of President Obama and the citizens of the United States and our bilateral security agreement that the United States will, if needed, defend our allies and defend ourselves. I also want to emphasize, very much in keeping with the conversation that I had a little while ago with President Park. President Park was elected with a different vision for the possibilities of peace, and we honor that vision. She has expressed an articulate view about trust politics, and we hope that that vision is the one that actually will take hold here. We want to emphasize that the real goal should not be reinforcing we will defend our allies, which we will. But it should be emphasizing for everybody the possibilities of peace, the possibilities of reunification, the possibilities of a very different future for the people of the Republic of Korea and ultimately for the DPRK. The United States and the Republic of Korea both want to see a peaceful Korean peninsula. And that means it must be free of nuclear weapons. We are committed to working with the Republic of Korea and the other six-party partners in order to get the North to live up to obligations that the North freely accepted and adopted. And we are prepared to work with the conviction that relations between the North and the South can improve, and they can improve very quickly. And the world would be much better off if the leaders of the North, and one leader in particular, would take the right decisions. So I want to emphasize that's our vision, and that's the vision that we think the people of the world share. The Foreign Minister and I also continued our conversation from last week about a number of bilateral issues, including our civil nuclear cooperation, further implementation of the Free Trade Agreement, and close coordination on climate change and on sustainability. And those will all be topics of the conversation when President Park travels shortly in May to meet with President Obama in Washington. These are priorities for both countries. Now, I want to emphasize that we are already working on the climate science and research, both committed to deepening our collaboration to develop new technologies and enter into new negotiations over the course of the next couple of years. We also talked today about the agenda for President Park's meeting with President Obama when she comes to Washington. And I can say with confidence, based on the conversations that we've had and the work leading up to this, that that is going to be a very productive and very positive, constructive meeting when it takes place, I think, on May 6th. So let me just close by emphasizing one other thing. We really are delighted that the Republic of Korea was re-elected to the UN Security Council, where the minister's team has already done very significant work, and we want to thank you for that. In a short span of time, the Republic of Korea has built an important record. They have helped to counter pirates off the coast of Somalia. They've responded, as I mentioned earlier, to the humanitarian crisis in Syria. They've helped by making decisions here at home that have affected their own consumption of fuel. They have helped to put pressure on Iran in order to make sure that Iran has a purely peaceful civil program. And they have also been willing to put peacekeepers on the ground in South Sudan. So the Republic of Korea is without question a valued leader on the global stage, playing a very significant and constructive role, and we in the United States are particularly grateful for that role that they're playing. So once again, thank you very, very much for hosting me here. Thank you for your commitment to the partnership. Thank you for the generous things. We've been able to work together very, very quickly, and I look forward to continuing that cooperation in the days ahead. Thank you.